G'day guys, welcome back. My name's Ant from Gaming Antics and it is Friday, which means it is time for our weekly game haul. Last week we did miss out on our video. I was planning to get a Halo video up, but time-wise I wasn't able to finish it. So that should be coming soon. It's almost finished. I've got maybe about another hour or so of work to do before it actually gets finished. Before we get into the games themselves, we sold the Xbox. So last episode or last video, I told you guys that I bought an Xbox. I paid $40 for it. I popped it up with like 4 or 5 games for $110. And the idea was so that I could boost my games fund and be able to buy a couple of more bigger name games as well as a larger amount of games. And boy, do we have a few games this week. As I said in the last video, I also went up to Adelaide to visit my friend Nick, and we went out games hunting while we were up there. I do have a little bit of footage from that, so I'll be popping it up as we talk about some of the games. So without further ado, let's get into the games. Once again, all on Xbox 360. We're still on that Xbox 360 grind, although I almost bought a PlayStation 3 pack the other day, but I decided to not go for it. So all these ones came from cash converters in Adelaide. They were having a massive sale. It was 50% off marked price on this specific table, and I was able to find some good ones. So I will put the prices up of what I paid for them and kind of what they're worth. And then at the end, we can see how well we did. So first up is Brink. If I can shine it, like turn it to the right spot. Now, I believe I've played this before, but I don't remember. I thought I owned it, but looking at my collection, I definitely do not. So we've got Brink. The Ark, once an oceanic paradise, has been torn apart by civil war. Now you must join the resistance or security faction. Use the free running, I've been playing too much Halo, free running smart movement system and an arsenal of weapons to fight across ever-changing single-player and multiplayer battlefields. Sounds interesting. I hope it's not too reliant on multiplayer. I might have to get a friend around to play it. But it does look interesting. I really like the cover art for it. I think that's a really, really cool eye-grabbing cover art, which is something that these games did well back then. Next up, we've got Kane and Lynch Deadman. Now, I have played this game and I've played number 2 as well. A lot of fun. This is a really good co-op. Really, really good co-op. Myself and my brother-in-law played this a while ago. This and Army of Two. Two of my favorite, like, heavy teamwork co-op games. I think they're fantastic. We'll read the back of this one as well. The New Breed of Action. A flawed mercenary and a medicated psychopath in a brutal tale of hate, loss, and revenge. Featuring hard-edged criminal action, co-op play, explosive squad-based combat, and a backstabbing online multiplayer experience that will blow you away. Like I said, really, really fun. Lots of really cool missions, good story. I do really like this game. And I believe I've got the disc for number 2 as well. Next up, we have Crysis 2. I do already own Crysis 1. Now, this one doesn't have... Oh, yeah, it does. Save mankind from annihilation in the stunning urban jungle of New York City. Adapt your tactics with Nanosuit 2's amazing agility plus stealth and armor modes. Intense 6v6 multiplayer with 6 game modes, 50 ranks, and 100 plus unlockables. I wonder how many people are still playing that online. I don't think too many. Next one's a cool one. I'm guessing it's going to actually be a terrible game, but I've watched this movie at least 10 times with my dad. He loves it. But that is Beowulf, the game. Usually movie games are pretty bad. This is developed and published by Ubisoft, so I don't know, it could be all right. Every hero has to face his demons, battle fierce enemies, and slay giant monsters as you play through 30 years of Beowulf's life not seen in the movie. So it's not even the movie stuff, which is kind of cool. They have a little bit more artistic freedom with it, I guess. This one's a really good one. I played this a lot on my original Xbox. I'd since lost my copy, but that is Splinter Cell Double Agent. I do love the Splinter Cell games. I do like a stealth game, and Splinter Cell is a lot of fun. So Sam Fisher is back, but he's never faced an enemy like this before. In order to stop a devastating attack on American soil, you must infiltrate and destroy a vicious terrorist group from within. Lie, kill, sabotage, betray. You choose. Which side are you fighting for? Double Agent. yeah, Splinter Cell's a lot of fun. It's got like I think the most notable thing that I always remember from Splinter Cell is the detection system. So like you've got this green light on you, and when it shines green, you can't be seen. When it shines red, you can be seen. It's a really, really cool game. I think it's your watch. I think it's your watch that does that. Next up, we've got Frontline's Fuels of War. I've saved most of the best for last. This one I've never ever heard of before. No, I thought maybe I had another Frontlines game, but Frontline's Fuel of War, I haven't heard of this. Obviously, it's another FPS game. The battle for resources in the near future pushes the front lines further than ever before. Engage in open world combat that concentrates you and your friends on one united front for explosive action and heart-stopping excitement. So it looks, like futuristic. There's a lot of drones and little robots and stuff like that. Chaos made Unreal Engine. Chaos Studios, published by THQ. Looks interesting. Another one that's 2 to 32 multiplayer. So, it's another one of those ones. Okay, so now we're getting to the best ones. These are the 3 that I was really happy I got. I do have something else I will talk about in a little bit, but these are the 3 that I'm really happy I got. First off is Fallout New Vegas. Really, really good game from what I understand. I've never actually played Fallout New Vegas. I'm not a big fan of the Fallout games. Now, a lot of people don't like me when I say that. I've played most of 4. I tried 3, didn't get into it. Never tried New Vegas. But from hearing the outpour of people saying, Fallout's great, I do want to give it a shot. And I want to give it a little bit more attention this time rather than just, playing it for 2 hours and going, whatever. But apparently, New Vegas is supposed to be really, really good. And I love the world. That's the issue. I love the idea of the world. I just couldn't get into the gameplay. Next up is Dead Space. The first Dead Space. Now, I've got 2 and 3 down there. I've never played 1. I played them backwards. I played 3 with a friend, co-op, because 3 is co-op. I played 2 by myself, and I loved it. And I'd never played Dead Space. I think I mentioned this on another video. It's one of the ones that I really do want to play. I hear there's some epic scenes in it. Gameplay is fantastic. Story is fantastic. And the necromorphs are terrifying. So it's what else do you want? Dead Space. Really, really good. Have they done a remaster of Dead Space? I have a feeling they have done a remaster of Dead Space. And the final one we've got here to complete the collection on the 360 actually is Mass Effect 2. Now, we already have Mass Effect 1 and 3. I was missing 2. But yet another one I haven't played. I've played 3 and I've played Andromeda. I haven't played 1 or 2. But definitely on the list of things that I do want to play. Mass Effect is a big one that I regret not getting into, but it never came across my radar when I was a kid or when I was a teenager. It never came across my radar. The final 2 things that I did pick up, which I felt a little bit stooged on, is I got The Darkness. Now, I was pretty excited to see this because I believe, yes, I've got The Darkness number 2, and I was like, heck yeah, I can get number 1. But the issue is, number 1, the case is messed up to the max, and it doesn't have the Darkness disc. So that was devastating. That was absolutely devastating. That was the first one. The second one, which I did pay a little bit more for, well, I thought at least anyway, is the first Dead Rising. Fantastic game. It gets a little bit repetitive throughout the series, but this one's a really good game. I paid $15. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, but I thought I paid $15, and once again, nothing. So come on, cashies. Do better. Check your games. Especially because they put them on a specific display, as I hope you will see in my video. But yeah, so there's not much I can do about that. The other thing I did want to talk about is I've just spent the last half an hour peeling off these stickers. Man, these stickers are ridiculous. As you can see, I've already tried this one, and I've done it for the rest of them. They're just so hard to come off. I don't know why cashies use this type of sticker. And I'm sure if you've bought games from cash converters, or even EB Games does this, the stickers just won't come off. And it is so frustrating. It's kind of like they want you to like advertise where you got the game from. But what I did find, a tip from a friend, was using this Miracle Orange. Any form of this orange style sticky spot and stain remover, it has worked an absolute treat. Some of these cases were just covered in stickers, and like Fallout had a few stickers on it. You might be able to see the residue here just a little bit. And this one also had another one here. So it's come up pretty clean considering. So, and it's like, it's not much. All you got to do is open up your Miracle Orange. Miracle. I use a cotton bud because I don't like getting it on my hands. I don't like smelling of orange all day long. And then just with the cotton bud, wipe it on the residue and the edges of the sticker. And what eventually happens is that edge starts breaking down and you're able to actually peel it off a little bit better than what you were before. Some of the more stickier stickers might take a little bit longer to get off, but for the most part, it comes off all right. Like I said, it might take a little while, but you just take your time. If you're happy to do this sort of stuff, like if you're happy to leave the sticker on there, leave the sticker on there. It doesn't really matter. So that is our game. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2 cases. We paid $45 in total. With these on there though, it should have been a little bit more than 45, which is something that I wanted to know about because they charged me $45 in total, but all up it should have been about 60. Oh no, like 57 or something like that. And somehow these two, well, that one wasn't included in the pay. So maybe they did know and they just didn't make me pay for it. I don't know. A little bit sus, a little bit annoying because I was looking forward to having Darkness. I do want to play that series. So now we can start peeling it off. Let's see how we go. Got a little bit more off. This one was a hard sticker too. So we're able to get a little bit more off. So we'll just keep doing it. Keep doing it until the whole thing comes off. The other thing that really annoys me about where like sticker placement especially is on the inside of the on the inside of the game cover, we've got these little spots that allows the booklets to go in, right there. And they always stick the sticker over the top of the booklet. And when you're trying to get it off, it makes this divot in the case. I'm being particular, but I mean, when I'm buying something from like a game store, I want to be able to have it and then not get home and know that I'm going to have to wreck it straight away. EB Games have always been bad for it, like really bad. They put their sale or even just the little price sticker right there. And when they're doing their sales, which is every other week, they put their sales stickers on there and it's really, really bloody frustrating. Sticker is now off, looks 100% better. And we don't have any of that dodgy sticker residue. Actually, there is a little bit left on there. There we go. And on this, that brings us to the question of the week. And the question of the week this week is, what's your no-go when it comes to video gaming or video game buying? Like, do you mind if it doesn't have the original sleeve? Sometimes EB Games or maybe even other game stores print out like a replacement sleeve for it. Too many stickers, broken case. Like, what's your no-go? What's the point where you go, I'm not buying this one even if I want it the most? Mine is probably the no sleeve or like the replacement sleeve, this cover art stuff here. I do have a couple. I try not to buy them though because they don't look good in the collection and they're not complete. But yeah, that's probably mine. Let me know what yours is in the comments. So there's our game haul this week. A nice big bunch of games. Xbox is gone. I still have a little bit of money left over from that, but I'm going to spend that on replacing some of my battery packs for my Xbox controllers because I found out one of the ones that I had, the battery exploded. It must have been sitting there for far too long. And it's caused the battery pack itself to stop working. The controller still works. I've tried it with other battery packs, but the pack doesn't work itself. So I think I might spend a little bit of that cash on replacing some of those. And yeah, so let's mark these off on the old Google Sheets and pop them where they need to go. I might do a count today as well to see how many games we've actually got marked off. All right, well, they're all put away, and I did a little bit of a count. So according to the list that I have, there is 1,203 Xbox 360 games that are not NTSC, NTSC Japan or NTSC. So there's a bunch of other ones that I'm not going to be able to get unless I ship them over or something like that. So what did I say? 1,203. I've got 145. So we're still a while away. Still got a long way to go. And I probably am going to need a bigger shelf because this one's almost full. So I'm going to have to start looking at shelving for Xbox 360 games, I think. We might have to move the Nintendo part and maybe put a full shelf in there and see how many fit in that. I didn't think of that when I started this journey. In other news, though, games that I have been playing recently, like I said, I did have a Halo 3 video coming out, which will still be coming out. So before I went on my holiday, I played Halo 3 and it was fantastic. I sat down, I can't even remember, it was like a Saturday afternoon or maybe a Friday afternoon, and started playing. And next thing I knew, it was like 3:30 in the morning and I finished it and I was like, man, that was good. And then looked at the clock and went, oh, I need to go to sleep. Fantastic game, as always. And now I'm keen to play 1 and 2 again and go through those. After that, I played Call of Duty 2. It's been a while since I've played that game. And I just hung out, I just chilled out, sat on the couch. I had a movie going, a documentary going off to the side as well. And I just played through it, and it's a solid game. There's a lot of things that it doesn't do that the newer CODs do. Things like sprinting. Sprinting is really, really nice, and I take that for granted. Sprinting. What else was there? Intuitive design. There's some areas that looks like you need to go that way, but there's just no way of getting there, and you're just running around this one spot for ages going, where the heck do I go? Other than that, it was a really good game. I finished that in like 2 days. Most of the games I've been playing recently, I've been trying to hit that 10-hour point. This next one that I am playing, though, Lord of the Rings War in the North. I've never played it before. It's like a 20 to 25 hour one, and I'm about 5 hours in, and I am loving it. It is amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's hard. It's really cool seeing another side of the Lord of the Rings story. A lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. And then after that, I don't know, I think I want to plug the old Xbox in and play Halo 1 and 2 on the original. I think that might be the plan. We'll see what happens. My friend that I went to stay with, went to visit in Adelaide, he's coming down here in a couple of weeks. And so maybe we might do some co-op stuff and play through one of the Halo games together. And we might sit down and have a chat about the Halo universe in general, because I know he's a big fan of that. So yeah, that's it for this week. There's a big game haul. Hopefully more to come next week. We'll see what happens with that, but it'll all depend on what's available and how far I'm willing to drive to get it. Because I know there's a bunch of stuff in Melbourne. I'm not willing to go the 2 to 3 hours to go and get it, which I think is pretty fair. So yeah, before we do end, there's a lot of content planned for this channel coming out, more game playthroughs. There's the Halo, like I said, it's pretty much the full playthrough, but just broken down into bits with my commentary over the top of it. We'll see how that goes. I do want to do some more video essay style stuff like the first video that we had come out. And yeah, bunch more stuff. So if you are enjoying the content, please do subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what games you'd like to see. Tell me what games I should be on the lookout for. And yeah, hopefully actually we could also get a trip to Reservoir Inn and do a out and about hunting sort of thing. I think that would be really, really cool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave a comment, answer the weekly question, tell me about your favorite games, tell me all the bits and pieces. I'd love to know. Look out for that Halo video, and until next time, enjoy your gaming.